Hello and welcome. Thank you for being here with me. I'm here in Bali writing this lockdown thing situation here. And then this is I call this part of the house Bali Balcony Production Studio, surrounded with nature. And today, just about every single sound is going on. There is someone harvesting the rice, and it's like zzz constantly. There are ducks next door. They're all very noisy and stuff going on. But that's life. So, welcome to my first short broadcast in a series of five, where I will be talking about misunderstanding in relation to detox and pitfalls in which we often fall when we talk about healing and how to go about it. So, also, what do you need to do to improve your health and how to deal with possible illness or diseases if you have one already? So, I'm going to address confusing beliefs that I had frequently came across when it comes to health and healing and world of detoxification, and obviously yoga. So before I start today's topic, which is titled "No disease is permanent and you can fix it." That's such a belief. So no disease is permanent and you can fix it. But before we start, let me give you a quick overview what's going to come in next few days over these 5 days. So tomorrow is going to be about gut and microbiome, which would address misconception on even if you eat healthy food, it doesn't mean you are healthy. It's all related to your gut. After that, the next day, I'm going to talk about importance of detox. You have to detox regularly, regardless if you have illness or not. And that's the title of the day. You have to detox regularly, regardless if you have illness or not. Next topic, day after, will be about stress, with the title, Stress is a Part of Our Healthy Life. You know, some stresses are bad, but some stresses are actually good. You need them anyway. I'll talk about that then. And then we will finish with the topic on beautiful, this holistic discipline of yoga, mm, on what yoga can do for you and can support you in and guide you in a detox cleanse journey. So let's get let's get right into today's topic based on often heard misguided beliefs saying that I have a disease that can't be cured and I have to live with it till the rest of my life. Well, this is probably the most common misconception that I hear when it comes to improving your health and healing yourself. But, as I said before, no disease is permanent and you can fix it. So, whatever condition you have, it's curable. You have to believe that. Even if you are told that it is not, you know, it is hereditary and you have such and such inherited genes, so it's not possible to turn it around. But actually, we can work to understand it, work to improve it without being told there is nothing you can do by your conventional doctor or practitioner, your GP, or this conventional pharma industry. They will usually tell you that you can't do much about it and will put you on all sorts of synthetic drugs, which is not good news. But as I keep saying, no disease is permanent and you can fix it. One thing that I found out going through this whole journey myself is no matter what you are diagnosed with, there is way out. You just need to search for it. So you have to act early and don't delay, because the more you delay, the more it accumulates. There is so much research done last 10, 15 years on human biology and micro world of the human body. And so much research data came out and still coming out to help you better understand how the human body operates and what is actually making us sick in our immediate environment and in our modern way of life. But most importantly, we should be aware of what we need to understand about our health issue and what to do to heal it, so we can again we can feel 100% as we used to. Knowledge is out there, we just need to educate ourselves. Well, let me stop here for a moment and quickly introduce myself and share with you how I came about to know so much about detox, cleanse, and healing. My name is Paula, and I'm originally from Croatia, but I've been living in London since I was age 19. I came to London when I was 19, and then I stayed and created life around in London. But I'm currently in Bali, waiting for this storm to pass. Ugh. And then in the meanwhile, I'm creating what I always wanted to create around the topic of yoga and detox. But because busy in London, I never had enough time, because life was just so busy in London, working so many hours, like teaching some 18 hours on a normal week, plus sometimes could be to 21. It's crazy. Anyway, I went through detox process that are known, all the detox processes that are known in detox field myself. Let me list them to you, because I think you'll find it interesting. So first one that comes to my mind is the most crazy one. Everyone was rolling eyes when I was telling them that I'm doing that one. It was a fermented cabbage juice detox protocol. This is where you have to gear yourself up to drinking a gallon a day of that fermented cabbage juice, which means gallon is like for something nearly 5 liters, which means like 2 liters close to 2 liters in the morning, and then 2 liters in the evening. And I did that for 5.5 months. Crazy stuff. Also, I went to India in this Ayurvedic clinic, beautiful Ayurvedic clinic, and did 7 days fruit, vegetable juice fast detox, when you only drink juices and perform enemas twice a day. I don't know if you are familiar with enemas, but don't worry, I'll talk about them in master class, so you'll know more detail about what enemas does to you. And also did panchakarma. That was a challenging and big time Ayurvedic total body cleanse, where you have to drink medicated ghee. Ghee is the form of highly clarified butter, actually. It's, yeah, comes in the form of liquid, like a oil, and and has very potent healing properties, especially if you enhance it with a particular detox cleanse herbs. They put some herbs in it. That's why it's called medicated ghee, because it's medicated ghee, and then you drink it. Anyway, I also done bioresonance. Was my favorite one. It sends the frequencies through your body to remove harmful bacteria and viruses in your body. Okay, also, if you heard of something called cupping, this is massage technique originated in China therapeutic traditions. When you use glass, it's a glass cup, special glass cup, to suck toxins out of your body, and usually it's on your back, and you have these little red rings. And also sometimes I do colonic cleanse, when you let your water wash out your colon and intestine. So this water just washes all the parasites and bacteria. But the most weird one, the one that I done today, 12 days with shamanic masters in the deep Amazon jungle of Peru, using the plant medicines that Amazon forest offers to detox your mind, body, and soul. I love that experience. It was challenging. My God, it was challenging, but properly profound. It does changes you. Anyway, today as a regular practice, I tend to fast more frequently now, especially around the new moon and a full moon when it changes, which is coincidentally today. Today is it's a new moon. Today I'm fasting, so no food for me all day long, and tomorrow just water. Hey, happy days. That is called intermittent fasting, when you fast certain periods. Well, that's it. I hope you I hope I didn't forget anything. So, kept exploring and researching experiences, all those funky ways of detoxing for the last 15 years because I suffered from psoriasis. Interestingly enough, I wasn't born with it, and no one in my close or extended family had it or has it. Like no one. I have no person that has it. So it was total surprise when when I was 33 years old and found one morning my skin ended up in some strange rashes. It was on my knees and on my elbows. And I found later that it was psoriasis. I got it because my body was so very toxic at that time. Well, my whole life actually was in that stage was very toxic. My then relationship was so challenging, putting me through so much stress and unhappiness. And same time, I was trying to meet all these university deadlines, doing my masters. So what I was do, I was not sleeping well because I had to stay up to finish essays and my dissertation when I had a peaceful moment when my ex was away, and he was away quite a lot in a week, so I was just stay up and plowing through. Well, on top of that, obviously, adding bad eating habits and often reaching for that sugar pickup. Oh my God, sugar and plus other unhealthy stuff. Oh, it was big mess. So it was mind, body, and emotional, all stressful. So no wonder my body rebelled and manifested its unhappiness in form of disease, which for me was psoriasis. So years and years of research, hours and hours of endless reading on topic, like why do I have this disease, what's going on, trying to find what actually caused my disease, my psoriasis, and trying to find the way to heal it, to cure it, to kind of get rid of it because I wasn't born with it. So why do I have it? So through trial and error, experimenting with the practical side of it, I ended up getting pretty familiar with the detox scene. Plus, on top of that, I'm a yoga teacher and I've been teaching yoga full time now for 16 years. So as you can see, I've been always interested in how the body works and what it takes to live healthy, to have your life living healthy. So accumulating so much knowledge and theoretical and practical. And I'm happy now to share with you right here over the course of next few days what where we are going to spend together if you are up for it. Yeah, so what I found in my research and what a best way to go about it. Anyway, so to come back to our today topic on no disease is permanent and you can fix it. So the first thing you would ask yourself, like, why do I get sick at the first place? Why do I get sick? Well, there are three major stressors that are constantly present in our lives, and they are always present. Like you can't escape it. So first one is our genes or our genetic predisposition, but not necessarily definitive because thanks to discovery of epigenetics, you can epi is overriding it, so you can override your genes in order to heal yourself. But talked about next time. Second one is physical, chemical, and emotional stress. You're very familiar with that. Stress, which is increasingly present in our modern daily life. We are all bombarded with those stresses. And then the third one is your microbiome issues. That's your gut. Well, the state of your bacterial imbalances in your gut that a big contribution to our ill state. Yeah, you're not going to get well unless you deal with all those stressors. So you have these three causes that are making you sick. So you need as many solutions to make you well. They all apply different ways to heal it. So there are different parts of healing, different ways of approaching this rejuvenating and healing and resetting your body defense system known as our immune system, because immune system is your defense system, and that all depends how your disease came about. In essence, you have to look into what was the preceder of your seemingly sudden disease. You suddenly wake up, you ill, have no idea why. The most important thing is to get your mindset in the right place by looking at your health problem as a part of the whole rather than just separate incident. One helpful thing you can do around mindset is to see your health issue as a dysfunction rather than disease with a label on it. You know, I'll explain more later. Once you see your health issue as a dysfunction of some parts of your body rather than a disease, there are many possibilities and ways to go about healing it, speeding up your recovery and your healing process. In essence, our named and labeled disease is just a collection of dysfunctions. So it's not one that you label it, it's actually many underneath it. So each part has its own characteristic symptoms and the ways to heal it. So usually we give a very general name to our health issue, but that might not be representative of your actual health issue. So for example, and it's very simple example, you might have allergies and you are labeled as a person having an allergic disease or allergic symptoms, but there is a vast field of various allergic causes and symptoms. You might have, for example, hay fever, but also under the same category of allergenic, there are food intolerances and allergies, and these two are completely different things, and they require completely different approaches in your healing process. You can't put them in the same box. Also, to continue on that same example, descending a little bit further, you are labeled as having allergies, but actually your problem is gut that just reflects itself in allergies. You see that? So you have to deal with the gut in order to get rid of allergies. Yeah, so in essence, that's how you approach your disease. That's how you have to see it. Also, the other thing to be aware and know is that our body, your body, has amazing abilities. Ooh, just amazing ability to heal itself. Our body has this innate, amazing healing ability because our natural state is life. The body wants to live. So your cell in your body are always repairing itself and replacing old ones. That's called rejuvenating unit. They're always on the process, dying and rebirth. Our natural state is health, and the body always works towards that repair, rejuvenation, and the natural detoxification that is happening every single minute or every single day. And that process is always on. We just need to help it along the way and help the process to unfold in a natural way, trying not to um, burden too much with this toxicity around us. Yeah, but most importantly, trivial as it may sound, we need to connect with our own bodies and the nature around us, taking it step by step, starting with the basic knowledge. We need to start educating ourselves, take a little bit of responsibility for our own health and wellness, rather than just putting it in the hands of these conventional doctors and mainstream pharmaceutical systems. That responsibility shows in a form of us changing the way we think about things and about being open to different modalities and changing your lifestyle, being open to understanding genetics, your hormones, and how they all work together, and the wonders of understanding the wonders of epigenetics and biochemistry in your body. Also, getting familiar with foundation of basic science, and then going into learning about the importance of the gut and immune health, and understanding the importance of microbiome, as I was mentioning, quite important thing. Understanding toxification in your body, at hormone balance, so important, energy production, and there's much more, and the rest of it. So in order to rebalance it all and approach the body as one system with many parts, because body is synergetic system. In order to heal, we must cover all the components in the body, learn how those different system works together, approaching the body as a whole. Fixing just one aspect of the body won't bring healing, no matter how hard you try. This is where beautiful holistic science of yoga um, actually comes in. Because yoga approaches the body holistically. That means as a whole, all of you at the same time, addressing all parts of you at the same time. Your physical, your mental, your emotional parts, all of you. And you cannot separate them at all. And you have to work on each part equally if you want to generate permanent results, if you want to heal. But saying all that, it's useful to bear in mind and understand that the body is complex, but it doesn't need to be complicated. I love that. Body is complex, but doesn't need to be complicated. If you are seeing yoga just as a physical form of exercise, actually you are missing the vast science of yoga that addresses subtle energies, addresses emotional states, the mind, the whole approach to nature, and a notion how everything is connected. Everything is connected. You see, yoga is not just anatomy, meaning it's just about bones and muscles, which we are often um, often concerned with, primarily concerned with when we practice our yoga asana. Yoga asana as our yoga uh, practical bit in yoga, your postures. You see, yoga is also a physiology. It's a big chunk of yoga that deals with physiology. And physiology studies and addresses um, all 11 systems in your body. For example, how your nervous system influences your digestive system, and how that in return influences your immune system. Also, as well as, for example, when your respiratory system influences your cardiovascular function. You see how everything is connected. So yoga is taking you as a whole, using different practices and methods to get you and your body into optimal natural state, to create balance, so everything in your body works in harmony with each other. Yeah, so yoga and a total body cleanse detox process can help to heal broken parts, like reset your immune system to defend you. Immune system has to defend you in your future, making you stronger and alive once again. Okay, but the opposite side of the spectrum, it just amazes me how we manage to get to such a state as a modern civilization where we are used to feeling crap, constantly feeling crap. And lots of people actually think that is normal to feel crappy. We are used to taking it as it's normal and contributing it to a sign of aging, often waving it away, saying, "Oh, I'm just getting older." But it's not getting older. It's become so normal when most morning you wake up groggy, like often with low energy and no much zest for life, and you think it's normal. or you are feeling bloated after every meal you eat, or keeping forgetting stuff, or having frequent headaches out of blue, and similar instances, similar example. But that's not normal. Actually, it is normal to feel healthy. So the way we live our modern life, it's evident that we are disconnected with nature. Nature with capital N, I call it. Actually disconnected with soul itself, because soul is energy, prana, and that soul is not able to express itself. So it's always kind of subdued and not expressed in the right way. The evidence of that suppression is actually reflecting in the world full of depression and autoimmune diseases, and you can see it yourself, and increased cases of cancer in our society. And then the rest, all diseases are coming of that soul not being able to express itself. We are not happy anymore, and interestingly, no one knows how to deal with it. And this is all because of this connection with nature. Nature with capital N, in ourselves. We don't know what we need anymore. We, we, um, we rely on others to make us better. But we need to wake up to that which is what we feel. And I repeat this one again because it's so good. We need to wake up to that which is what we feel. You need to, we need to start reconnecting, and that means feeling, sensing, observing in the realms of body and nature. We need to listen for feedback. How your body feels, like what's wrong today or what's good today. Communicate and open that dialogue with nature and our body, which is inseparable part of that nature. And as I mentioned earlier, your body's nature has this innate ability to heal itself if we just allow it. So you see, so my mission in this little creative process that I'm doing is to show you that it's possible to tap into that ability of mind, body, soul, nature, connection um, in us, and being healing, repairing, rejuvenating, slowing down the aging process by doing yoga in its all glory, and a regular body cleansing, detoxing. So you just feed it, train it, believe in it. Anyway, so we're talking a lot now. So in this short lecture, I was talking about what we should pay attention to. So I will share with you how it is possible to reverse the health troubles and what are detox methods you can use to totally cleanse your body of toxicity over the time. Um, how you can, with particular detox protocols, target certain health issues to reset your immune system, that is your defense system, protecting you from all ills. Such an important part to pay attention to. Well, we are all living species being attacked every moment or every day. It's how nature works. You're always being attacked with viruses, bacteria, thoughts and emotions and all this stuff. That's nature. So at the end of that process, you can claim your energy back. You can claim your vigor and your mental clarity back. Okay, so with that, I will love you and leave you for today. Hopefully, see you tomorrow again when I will be back with another provoking thought, and we'll talk about another misconception, that is where we usually convince that if we eat healthy, organic food, therefore I'm definitely healthy. That's what I heard often. I eat healthy, so I'm definitely healthy. But actually, even if you eat healthy, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are healthy. I will be talking about that tomorrow. So hopefully see you then. Have a lovely day. Namaste.